Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your reading. I'm doing a different format. Let me know what you think. Do you like the face-to-face showing you the cards, or would you prefer the camera just looking at the cards and the layout? Let me know. I'm curious. All right, I'm going to pull 4 cards. We will pull clarifiers and delve a little deeper into the messages. Wow, you have Knight, Queen, and King. So you have the Knight of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Let's unpack this a little bit for you. Okay, so Virgo, Knight of Cups. It feels like it could have to do with relationships, but again, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates. Overall, I'm really picking up on self-care and taking care of yourself. Maybe there has been like a breakup or something that's made you feel really sad. I don't know what that is, but let's pull a clarifier here. I'm just pulling oracle cards for clarifiers. And we have Sprite. To me, this feels like this was almost like a partnership, like a friendship, where you were kindred spirits. And perhaps the relationship isn't quite what it is anymore, or something has happened. And it feels like you're not quite, you're wistful about it going back to the way things were. Okay. And that brings me to the 5 of Pentacles, because it feels like it's really had an effect on your physical life, your physical world. Maybe there's a lot of mementos and things that remind you of that time. Again, if it's not a person, maybe you're wistful for back in the day when, certain experiences or what have you. You'll know, Virgo. But I feel with this too is maybe there's something in your physical world, in your home, that's really kind of bringing that energy in. So my recommendation is maybe to shift the energy of that object or remove it totally from where it is. And that might make the difference in unlocking a more fresher perspective. But let's pull a clarifier and see what the card has to say. Whoa. Okay, 3 cards have to say. Frolic, explore, and embrace. Ooh, I love it. So for frolic, it really feels like you need to lighten up your energy, as I mentioned, okay? And it might take moving that object into a different place or totally out of the space for now, so you can just notice or see if there is a difference in the energy of the space. You may not think you're sensitive to energy, although I do attract a lot of empaths and introverts, but we are affected by the energy of our surroundings, whether it's visually or we pick up the vibration. So it's important to have things in your world that really lighten things up. Explore, as I'm saying, this is where you're exploring and experimenting with removing that object, seeing how it feels for a little while, and then maybe putting it back. And then you're exploring your sensitivities. And then the end of the day, you got to embrace what you feel. Even if this object is something that's sentimental to you, somebody gave it to you who maybe isn't around anymore, or it just reminds you of an experience, whatever it is, you need to embrace the change and how good it's going to make you feel. Okay. And then, speaking of feel, we have the Queen of Cups, who definitely honors how she feels. When this card is at its optimum, it's that you are fully immersed in your superpower of sensitivity, of trusting your intuition, of just feeling things on a deep level. And I don't mean taking it in or taking it on. I just mean observing it, being able to even manipulate it into a way that it can fuel your emotional energy. Let's pull a clarifier. Divine. Yeah, these are your it feels like these are your divine gifts. And if you've been wanting to develop them even more, then this is something to pay attention to. Okay. And then we have the King of Pentacles. So at the end of the day, this is like feeling totally satisfied with everything that you've done. I mean, not feeling totally satisfied with your life as it is now. Because, we're all going to go through crappy things in our lives, and we're not going to say, I feel satisfied with that crappy thing. You know what I mean? You feel comfortable so far with how you feel about life. Let's pull a clarifier. And that, and again, going back to what I was talking about, that thing in your environment, to me, this is like an answer that when you make those changes, you're going to feel so much more comfortable. Like you never really would have thought about it. It might be one of those things a month or two later, and you're just sitting around your space and you're like, yeah, it feels really good here. And then you're going to go, oh, yeah, I moved that thing out of this space. Huh, wow. Sometimes things are just so subtle, right? Okay. All comes down to intention. This is the magic ingredient in everything. Intention is not on its own. You combine it. You combine it with action. You combine it with awareness. Oof, I love it. Intention. So there you have it, Virgo. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Make sure you read for your moon, rising, and Venus. I was going to say Virgo, but that's you. And because it gives you a clearer picture of things as well. And I'm really curious, do you like this format or do you not? And we'll see you in the next video. Peace.